Welcome to Grizz's workshop.
This scary creature is Grizz.
The Rook that went wrong. I decided to make another Halloween project, one that incorporated my bird sculpture. I thought of a not so clever title, A Murder of Crow. Add some skull beads. I decided to inset in the bird with resin, and the idea was formed. There are 7 types of crow seen in the UK. Carrion crow, hooded crow, jackdaw, jay, magpie, raven and rook. The jay is far too colourful to be menacing, and the raven would be too big and require too much material, so in the end I settled for the rook. This would still be my biggest solid sculpture yet. I needed a big chunk of wood, so I started out with this big bit of bent oak and cut it in half to straighten it up. I had to go through a couple of times due to the thickness of it. Out of plywood I cut a template I got from the internet, which was roughly the size of the bird. I drew that on the oak and then cut the oak. The oak was quite thick. The saw and blade of the bandsaw struggled with the thickness. I had to reset the blade several times. It was painfully slow to complete. Once cut, I glued the bottom and top bits together. And the inside I used some UV resin to glue in the skulls in place. I added some powder on the inside that would glow under UV light and also possibly glow in the dark. Once done, I attached some sides made of plastic and a base also made of plastic with silicone, hoping to avoid leaks. I impatiently commenced with the resin pour. I decided purple would be the perfect colour to match the black and keep the piece in the dark hemisphere, so it matched the gothic look I was going for. The depth of the pour was too deep to pour in one pour. I had hoped for no leaks, but it wasn't long before I was battling with the silicone to keep the resin in. I used a blowtorch to pop any bubbles. This was only partially successful as there were many bubbles trapped in the resin. I maybe needed 3 or 4 pours, not just 2.
We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back, and Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch that feeling.
Castle Dracula, home for many centuries to a dreadful dynasty of vicious vampire ducks, the Counts of Dracula. Legend has it that these foul beings can be
I trimmed the form
destroyed by
down at the
escape through the
bandsaw
heart
and continued to
or
have
exposure
problems
to sunlight.
as being a
This does
cheapskate.
not
I
suffice,
hadn't changed the
however,
blade.
for they may be brought back to life by means of a secret rite that can be performed once a century when the moon is in the 8th house of Aquarius.
Blood.
Are you getting
latest reincarnation did not run according to plan.
In the heart of Transylvania, in the vampire hall of fame, yeah, there's not a vampire any other. He won't bite, beast the man, cause he's a vegetarian again, and things never run flat. If you're looking for some fun, you can always count upon the one they call.
It's done, I took the bird outside to my super jaws and started to shape it with my angle grinder. I started with the coarse shaper, which is a non-branded shaper from China. I changed to my medium grinder from Kutzall. It was doing a much better job. However, the price tag of the Kutzall puts me off from buying more. £60 a disc. Steep, but worth it.
But that's nothing compared to the horrors that lurk beneath the trapdoor. For there is always something down there, in the dark, waiting to come out.
I screwed the Rook into a batten of wood so I could get better access all round the body. I took the Rook indoors and shaped it on my bobbin sander for what felt like hours. Eventually, deciding the template I used really didn't match the photos I had, so I cut off the trousers, the little rough bits around the legs. It was much easier to get the finish I wanted without them, easier to get right, and nice smooth finish. If I had done this earlier, I would have saved myself loads of time, and there probably would have been fewer leaks.
Neat. Sweet. Petite.
So get a witch's shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
Where are you? We got some work to do now.
It was then I noticed some micro holes in the cast and the body that needed filling. I used UV resin and black CA glue before getting the best results from black wax. The UV resin and the CA glue would have worked given time, but I was on a schedule to get this done before Halloween. If you're enjoying the video or the torture of an awkward project, please subscribe. Go on, be a buddy, be a pal. Do it for old Grizz. What you say? Anyway, somewhat satisfied, I proceeded to sand. When I got up to sanding to 180 grit, I decided to try my ebonizing fluid. It's homemade. I've seen people make it and use it on videos, but this was my first time. It's made by soaking steel wool in white vinegar and leaving it for weeks. I had mine soaked for about a month.
are you?
I'm blown away with how well it works. It's like a Polaroid picture in reverse. So quick. I went through the process of sanding again, this time up to 10,000 grit, 3 times until I was satisfied. There were scuffs and marks on it I just couldn't get out. Took a further 3 attempts to get it to glue into the base. I think the glue I have is a bit old and I should really chuck it away. It looks okay in the pictures here. You can see the white skulls and they look okay, but you can't see the big grey one. It doesn't luminesce in the dark the way I would like. I would never be able to justify the cost of the man hours it took to make this. The pictures look better than in real life, but the best thing about real life experience is that it's nice to stroke and feels very tactile. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
We'll see you on the next episode of Grizz's Workshop.